was the Passover, a time of singing, of joy, of gladness. I had just entered the city of Jerusalem with my beautiful wife and daughter, but something felt off. There were no joyful worshipers, no joyful worship songs, just tension and a large crowd. I tried to find out what was going on. The next thing I knew, they were dragging out a man. He was bloody, beaten. I thought, this must be a criminal. Then I heard someone whisper, "That's Jesus." I froze. I couldn't believe my eyes. Was it the man I had heard of, who healed the sick, raised the dead, who did the miraculous? He barely looked alive. Then they began to shout, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" Over and over. They made him carry this big wooden cross along the street. The next thing I saw, the Roman soldier grabbed me by the arm and shouted, "You! Carry his cross!" And I was like, "No!" Then his hand reached for the sword. I tried to pull my wife and daughter behind me to shield them, but he dragged me. Then I fell right in front of our Lord. I have never seen such a thing in my life. So I picked his cross. The blood that he had been shedding was running down my cheeks. We moved all the way to Golgotha. They drove nails in his feet and in his hands. I can never forget that day. That blood, that voice, that look. What kind of a man was this?
It was just another day. Just another cross. Just another man. But this man, this one, it was different. And I felt it when my spirit tore through his flesh. But when he looked at me, there was no hate, no blame, just sorrow. It was as if he was mourning me. And now I hear that he has risen. He's alive? Wow! What sort of man bleeds out, takes his last breath, and just wakes up? If he lives, if he truly lives, what does that mean for me? Am I cursed? Am I condemned? Would he forgive me?
We had heard the stories about a certain Jesus of Nazareth, a man who spoke with fire in his bones. They said he healed the sick, he raised the dead. He gathered crowd and he even challenged the Pharisees. At first, those of us at the council waved him off as just another agitator, another face that would pass. But there was something about that man that stayed with me. I needed to see for myself. So I searched. I asked quietly. Eventually, I found him. His words were like something I've never heard before in my life. He spoke like a man with authority. Right then I knew other people needed to hear him. But it was a dangerous venture being seen with him in the public, considering that I was a member of the Sanhedrin. I am quite a wealthy man. And so I chose to support his ministry anonymously, behind the scenes. Oh. And then came the crucifixion. I heard he had been condemned to death. And when he breathed his last, something within me was broken. I couldn't let them throw his body into a pit. So I took a risk and I approached Pontius Pilate. I called in a few favors and he agreed and released his body to me. There was this tomb that I had acquired, befitting of a king. Some people called me foolish. Some said I was lavish. Some said I was showing off. But if it came down to it, I will give everything I earn for that man. Everything. Our head is risen. That changes everything.
I thought we had silenced him. I watched him die. Tombs was sealed. I personally approved the guards. We ensured that there was no loophole, no drama, no hope. Then the morning came. First, it was rumor. And then a witness. 2, 5, 12. People said they saw him. Some people said they touched him. Some said they ate fish with him. Who eats fish after dying? Is that even normal? At first, I told myself they were just being emotional. They were exaggerated. But it wouldn't go away. The official story, the disciples stole his body. I personally wrote that. Yes, I said it. No man comes from the dead. Except he is not an ordinary man.
I know what it means to be bound, to have your body moving, but your soul trapped in chains. I know what it means to be lost. I was not just possessed. I was a prisoner. 7 demons. 7. Do you know what that means? But then I met Jesus. And with just one word, just a single word, he set me free. How do you leave such a man? How do you walk away from the one that gave you your life back? I followed him everywhere. I saw him teach. I saw him heal. I saw him restore. I saw him love. And I saw him die. I waited. I watched. I wept. I stayed. And on the 3rd day, I went back again. Because even in death, there was nowhere else I would go. And then I heard my name, Mary. He called me. He called me.
My husband managed the king palace and I managed my own pain. There was always something broken on my inside, something that money cannot fix. Even though I had everything, really, I had nothing. Then I met him. Not in some royal event or some grand hall, just on the streets with ordinary people. He was just, with the sick, the broken, the poor people. But he spoke like a king, with authority and compassion. He healed me. He looked me in the eye and for the first time, I actually felt like a person and not some possession. Do you know what it's like to feel clean? To actually breathe and you're not feeling the weight of the interactions of demon in your chest. He gave me that. No oils, no spells, no strings attached. So I followed him. I left everything, the palace, the luxury, the politics, parties, everything, and I followed him. And they killed him. the one who raised the dead, who healed the sick, who wore power like garment. They killed him. How? Gone, just like that. So I thought maybe I was wrong, right? So that morning I went to the tomb, I ran to the tomb. Somehow I still expected to find death, but the stone was rolled away, the guards were gone. I got there, I found life. He was alive. We saw him, he was